The ANC has extended their condolences to the family and friends of former Enterprises Minister Pravin Gordhan. Now, Gordhan died at the age of 75 in hospital this morning following a short battle with cancer. His last portfolio in the South African cabinet was Minister of Public Enterprises. This was from 2018 to 2024. He retired from active politics following this year's general election to spend more time with his family. For more now, we speak to former SARS Group Executive for Enforcement Johann van Loggerenberg on Teams. Thank you so much for your time, Mr. van Loggerenberg. First of all, let's just get your immediate reaction to the passing of the former Cabinet Minister Gordhan.
Thank you. Good morning, sir, and to your viewers. I was aware of the health battle of Mr. Gordhan, so it's not entirely unexpected. I think it's a very sad day. He affected people's lives positively wherever he went. Certainly, he, in a profound way, my life from an early age. And I think South Africans have lost a very special man who has dedicated his entire adult life for the embetterment of society, including his critics and enemies.
And I'm sure during your time at SARS, you've also had some interactions with him. What are your fondest memories, particularly on the professional side, and how he went about conducting business?
Yes, he was a tough taskmaster. He had a clear plan. He was a team player. He was really intelligent. He had an incredible analytical mind, and he was fearless. And he expected that of all the people that worked with him.
And also, actually, as we continue to have people on this very same platform to come in and lay their voice to this and share their tributes as well, you know, one thing that resurfaces is the kind of a leader he was. And most people even saying that, you know, you only have leaders of his stature once in a lifetime or so. What's your fair assessment right now? The country really has lost a leader here. Just moving forward, what will it take to have leaders that emulate his leadership style, perhaps?
Yes, I would firstly agree with the statement made. One point that I would like to make is, certainly in my experience, Mr. Gordhan was a leader that made leaders. And although these people are not all known and maybe famous, a lot of the younger people that worked under him, under the Revenue Service, in his time there, are the very people that remain in the Revenue Service. And partly I would attribute the fact that the Revenue Service has been able to come back to close to its former glory as a result of the proverbial seeds that he sowed. And so I have no doubt that he has germinated and nursed a lot of people that will emerge as leaders in the future. That will certainly be part of his legacy. Absolutely no doubt of that.
And Mr. van Loggerenberg, just how will he be remembered? What legacy does he leave behind?
I suppose it depends on who you ask, because Mr. Gordhan is one of those people that was either loved or hated. And so, you know, I made mention of his critics and enemies. In his absolute determination to make South Africa a better place, and because he was a tall tree, he took on some pretty difficult tasks. He wasn't always as successful as he would have liked to, and he would have been the first to admit to that. But in that sense, I think he leaves a legacy of what it's like to be a leader in government that has integrity and lives by that and stands up for what is wrong, regardless of the circumstances.
All right, that was former SARS Group Executive for Enforcement Johann van Loggerenberg on Teams. Thanks very much indeed for sharing your reflections with us on the program.